Hello, JC, mountain of jaw, baby. Woo-hoo-hoo. Yeah. All right, man. Open tag. Michael over at Red Eye Patriot. 5 of your favorite case knives. Well, here's my spin. Here's my take. Bring your lunch, bring your drinks, and take a break. Here's what we got going on for you today. I do have 5 case knives, and they have been my favorite in the past. So here's my take, my little spin on it, is that at one or certain point in my collecting time, these have been 5 of my favorite case knives. And honestly, I think I'm going to do this a few more times just so I can get some more of my favorites out there to show you guys. But for now, these 5 have been, in the past, my favorite case knives. I am a canoe guy. I do have a few canoes. I am part of the canoe crew. And shout out to HT. HT's EDC, my man, the canoe crew. And let me show you what we got here on this red bone. I don't know exactly what color of red bone this is. I call it kind of a strawberry bone, but this is a pretty nice case canoe. And let's take a look and see if we can figure out what year this is. Case, USA under, dots under. Now I got this from Luke over at Luke's Knife Point of View. So we have our swooping case, USA under. So that'd be over here in the 90s. And I believe that's 3 dots. So 10 minus 3 is 7. 1997 is what I'm going to say. This is a 1997 case canoe in pretty darn good shape. 62 131 stainless steel on the pattern there. I do have some other canoes and they don't snap very well, but this one snaps pretty good. That case shield embedded in there nicely with XX, brass pins, brass liners. Just a tad right there of lifting. But all in all, for a 90s case, it's in great shape. All right, and let's jump over to this one over here. This is a large case sodbuster. This is from the Workman series. I sent this over to Josh Francis, that knife guy, who put what's called the Calso micarta. We changed the covers out for the Calso micarta. You can see there's like a paper micarta, and they blended the colors pretty nicely. Still has brass pins, brass liners, and a carbon steel blade and back spring with some patina, because I've used the heck out of this one. Matter of fact, look, something sticky there. All right, so I know this one was a fairly new one before I sent it off. So this is a square case right down here, 2020, 4 and 4, that's 8. So 2022. So this is a 2022 large case sodbuster. It's been modified, covers are changed, and a half stop placed. All right, now we'll come back over to this side and we'll get this oldie but goodie. Now this one was sitting in mineral oil for about a month because the Delrin had turned white. It had turned white, so I was hoping that I'd get the color back, and I did. So you can tell where it's not shiny. This rougher looking, scratched up color of the Dalrin was white. Not on this side. Not on the show side. Just the pile side. This is an alligator snapper. It is a 3-1 SAB from the old days. Fits in the hand nice like a champ. It is strong. That spring is a beast. Does have the brass liners, brass pins, nickel silver bolsters. It does have stainless steel blade and back springs. 2 blades on this. And I have toted this around, mostly sharpening and messing with this pen blade, or kind of coping blade looking. Let's see how old this one is. According to the USA being underneath, it's going to put it in the 70s. And we're looking at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dots. 10 minus 6 is 4. 1974. 1974. 31 SAB. Alligator snapper. That sucker's a champ, I tell you. And I didn't clean inside the channel or take off some of this surface rust because I was trying to get the Dalrin back to black. And I did. So that's pretty cool. Let's jump over here and take a look at this very old case, which back in the day they would pin the shield. And you can barely see the serpentine pattern of this little stockman or this little workman knife. And it is a case tested. Case tested XX. I believe this goes back to the 40s. Case tested XX, 1920 to 1940. Still snaps for being an oldie. Haven't done much to it because I mostly just look at it and admire it. And this got the punch on this side. Pretty darn nifty. No brass in there, just steel. Pretty darn nifty. Now here's one that blows me away every time I look at it. I haven't toted it, but I've looked at it a lot. This is my Caribbean, Mediterranean, pocket-worn Mediterranean blue bone peach seed jig, large stockman, 6375 stainless steel of 2025. And that's a keeper, man. That's a keeper. Beautiful stainless steel on the springs and on the blades. Nice large stockman. That peach seed jig is just absolutely amazing. I fell in love with the blue and the way that it looks against the brass and the silver, or brass and the stainless steel. That's my favorite right there. That's my favorite little picture right there. Got that nice little bow tie shield in there. A slight pinch right there on the bolsters. A beautiful clip point blade with some leather. So I was cutting something. Still clean. Still looking snazzy. Beautiful little pen blade. Coping blade. Nice little hard working sheep's foot. That's my 5 for today. You guys have a great day. Mountain Jar.